with club and with country, of course. Will it be Beckenbauer's night tonight? Bordeaux in a changed strip of all white. Get the 1996 UEFA Cup final. That Bayern Munich brought upon themselves. It is a remarkable story, the Bordeaux tale, over the last few months. They're still not safe from relegation in the French First Division. But this is their 19th match in Europe this season. And it could all yet come to a wonderful conclusion in game 20 in 2 weeks' time in France. Christian Ziga. Bayern, of course, with a side full of internationals. But how will they gel? It's amazing that they've gone 20 years without a European trophy since the time of Beckenbauer the player. Here's Lothar Matthäus. Still the general out on the pitch. Kreutzer. Matthäus, 5 is Thomas Helmer. And in the Bayern side tonight, of course, a Frenchman trying to shoot down the French club, Jean-Pierre Papin. Friis-Hansen, the Danish defender, coming across for Bordeaux. He's the number 4. Ziga with the throw. Helmer. Going on. And on even further. And with just the wrist that it might have squeezed inside that near post. Huard was obviously expecting Helmer to cut the ball back up. What he was trying to do, he couldn't really wrap his foot around it. And it probably would have gone in directly, but the goalkeeper was vigilant. Klinsmann was on the scene, but too late. Helmer. Minutes in which Bayern have certainly taken the initiative, but there hasn't really been a difficult save for Huard to make yet. But not now, as the ball was just nicked away from Papin's head. François Grenet is another who's been brought in tonight. Giovanni Trapattoni in the centre of the picture is the coach in waiting for next season. Talking to Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. It's Beckenbauer's job on the bench tonight. And as I say again, it's a decision that's got the whole of the football world talking. Babel. Lizarazu was quick to close him down again. Babel's throw, looking for Kreutzer. A little duel between the two number 4s. And the free kick given against the Bayern player. Well, it's always tense, the first legs. And Bordeaux will be pleased with every passing minute. They keep their goal intact. Matthäus. Halfway through the first half. Nothing to show on the scoreboard as yet. Kreutzer. Scholl, but Papin rather turned his back as if he wasn't quite sure what Scholl was going to do. Witschge. One of the two footballing brothers, of course, from Holland. Both internationals. Gernot Rohr-like. Franz Beckenbauer didn't start the season in charge of the team that they're coaching tonight, but Rohr stepped into the breach. He's done that before. A loyal servant to Bordeaux. Done a lot of good work with the youth policy at the club. Ziege. Sforza's header, but it's picked up in midfield where Bordeaux have got plenty of numbers. Lizarazu was there. And at the moment, Bayern Munich haven't come up with anything to surprise Bordeaux, you feel. The side, Bordeaux, that find it very difficult to win in the French league, but when Europe comes around, they're often inspired. Just ask AC Milan. Kreutzer. Mateus. It's all about a change of pace, really. Possession play, and spotting the right moment to quicken it up. And maybe seize the chance that can give Bayern precious advantage to take to France. There's an offside here by some distance. Helmer. Good pressing by Bordeaux again. Everything in front of Kreutzer. Misjudged tackle by Croci. Free kick taken when the ball was still moving. So that just gives Bordeaux a few extra seconds to regroup, to concentrate. 90 minutes is a long time to sustain that, to sustain a holding operation. Klinsmann, Babel. And there's perhaps a warning of things to come, more threatening. Two more attacking it in the centre, and Bayern Munich would have been in front. Good initiative by Babel, who was a junior player here and then allowed to go, and they had to pay a lot of money to sign him back again. Tholot, the Bayern player down. Kreutzer came across very firmly. It's Helmer in need of attention. I've got players like Andy Herzog, the Austrian international, on the bench. Christian Nerlinger, who's been in the side on a pretty regular basis, but not tonight. Helmer prepared to soldier on. On by Dutuel. It's certainly not been a game so far to grip your attention with goal-mouth action, but I'm sure you appreciate the stakes are very high here, and it's almost a chessboard battle that we're witnessing at the moment. Papin, Klinsmann. I feel there's a goal or two in those two before the final is finished. Great credit to Bordeaux if they could shut them out in both games. This is Mateus. Helmer lurking on the left. I think it's Ziege. Again, Bayern don't get too far. There goes Tholot. Just slipping. Scholl is trying to be busy. the Bayern attackers are having to operate in. It's a game of stealth at the moment, as well as of strength and skill. Mateus. Put it on by Klinsmann. Papa! It was nicely taken on the chest to change the direction, but the contact was just too strong. Huard came out to claim it in a pretty straightforward fashion in the end. Although it's at the very top of the Bordeaux hierarchy, like all their fans, I think, still pinching themselves that this is really happening, that they're watching a European final with Bordeaux involved in the Tholot competition, which has been spurned by some countries. Been elevated by UEFA as a qualifying tournament. They had 6 games in that, did Bordeaux, for a preliminary round in the UEFA Cup itself. And then more conventional progress down that far side for Lizarazu. Rudely interrupted by Jean-Pierre Papa. And a yellow card for Papa, and he will not play in the second game. That's maybe the most significant moment we've had in the game so far. Papa will not go back to France as a player in 2 weeks' time. The second yellow card of the competition. They do tend to add up. Almost half an hour play. And if you were scoring the contest on points, you'd be staging it for Bordeaux, because their priority, of course, is to shut Bayern out here. And they've made a reasonable fist of it to this point, but as I said earlier, 90 minutes is a very long time for defensive vigil without any cracks appearing. Bayern want to force a crack here. What's up? Got right underneath it. Another player who'll be looking forward to the European Championships with Switzerland, as they're involved in the opening game of the tournament against England at Wembley. Well, the evening much clearer than some of the day. And it's not an evening that's brought as much joy as yet that Bayern Munich were hoping for. A war of attrition in the Olympic Stadium, and of course an Olympic year. Although the events here of 1972, when Munich was the host city, will always be remembered in conjunction with the tragedy in the Olympic Village. Populated by the Bordeaux fans, there's a real mood of optimism from what they've seen so far. Mateus very rarely allows himself any forward momentum these days to get within range for his legendary shooting. He's gone on this time. Maybe feeling the need for a bit more adventure from him and from his team. Ziga. Scholl. It's cut out comfortably enough by Dogon. Scholl, look again at the attention that Bordeaux are playing for the player in possession when Bayern had the ball that far forward. They're quite happy to trade space back here. But anything 35 yards and further, closing is very, very good. And now, good closing by Tholot. He's in the clear. Can Bordeaux snatch a goal here? Well played, Oliver Kahn. But Didier Tholot had the opportunity to show that he has got the pace and the confidence as he showed in the semi-final, in the second leg when he got that goal that meant so much. And this was a real chance to give Bordeaux the bonus of an away goal in the Olympic Stadium. But he didn't take it. Kahn kept him out. Bayern Munich grateful to their goalkeeper. And now they have a corner. And when it looked as though they were going to concede the first goal of the game at the final, maybe they'll score it now. Lothar Matthäus to take it himself. Helmer! They have scored it! Thomas Helmer came flying in, and Matthäus's delivery was superb. And isn't that just football for you? Bordeaux, just moments earlier, should have taken the lead themselves. They didn't. They're a goal behind to Thomas Helmer and Bayern Munich. The ferocity of the header, and Huard just groping as the ball flew past him. And the joy of the scorer, quite evident. The relief for Bayern Munich. It's not been an easy start to this final. But Franz Beckenbauer, well, not too much moves him. He's seen it all before, good or bad. But inwardly, he must be delighted. It's a goal for Bayern Munich. 10 minutes to go to half-time. Dutuel. Witschge. There's Friis-Hansen. Bancarel. Witschge again. It's Bayern's turn to create a bit of space in midfield and get players behind the ball. Lizarazu. That's lovely play from him. There's Helmer though. Influential at both ends of the pitch at the moment. But now at least I'm smiling, Ken, I don't blame him. A goal in the European final is something to treasure. Matthäus. The Klinsmann forward for Bayern this time, but there's the immediate need to support him, not quite as great as it was before Bayern took the lead. Here's Scholl. Never shy of having a crack from long range. Another look at the goal, and you could see no one went with Helmer. It was a perfectly timed run. You can certainly pick holes in the defending, but all credit to the goal scorer and the corner taker. And the Olympic Stadium is rocking to the sound of jubilant Bayern Munich fans at the moment. To indicate that the game could start with the throw, and then he was concerned about Babel, or rather with second thoughts. Anything more than a little dig in the ribs, was it, from Richard Witschge? Witschge concentrating on the ball rather than the man this time. Matthäus. So obvious a thing to say, but what a difference a goal does make to players. The confidence at this level is still all important. And Witschge gets a word of warning. Foul was by Croci. Helmer. It's quite significant that the goal came from a set play, so well had Bordeaux defended in free play. Given the lack of joy for Klinsmann and Papin, it's no surprise that there was two defenders who worked it out between them, Matthäus and Helmer. Bordeaux, well, I suppose they took the free kick, but they were dallying, and Bayern Munich were flying in. Scholl. Papin, who was making up the ground. Dogon got across. They're breathing more heavily at the back, Bordeaux now. Luca. Tholot. Quite prepared to go it alone again. He's got to, really. Man, who's a very fine athlete, like so many of the young German players. Stood the test when it came to speed. Dutuel. Grenet. He's given it away. Scholl. Maybe a bit of space for a counter-attack here. Excellent movement by Papin, the pass from Sforza. Klinsmann or Jakob arrived in the centre as well. Helmer hoping for Klinsmann to be able to knock it back. Well, the swagger in that attack came because Bordeaux pushed one or two players forward. Rohr, their coach, did say in yesterday's press conference that he would quite happily take a 1-0 defeat. It's 1-0 at the moment. Another half plus 4 minutes or so for Bordeaux to sweat through and keep their defensive screen working. Throw taken by Babel. Sforza. Helmer, that was a bit sloppy. Witschge has been very alert in Bordeaux's midfield. And clearly is revelling playing in this final. It's a great play and a wonderful save from Bancarel by Kahn. That's a measure of what Bordeaux can come up with. And Coach Rohr is frustrated that it didn't lead to the equaliser. Witschge very much at the heart of it. Knocked back by Tholot, knocked goalwards by Bancarel. But Kahn makes his second significant save of the first half. Different kind of goalkeeping required from him on his line, shot stopping that time, having come out at the feet of Tholot just before Helmer headed Bayern in front. Corner taken by Witschge. Oh, I think that would have been an own goal. But it was cleared off the line. And suddenly Bordeaux carrying a bit more clout. It was Sforza guarding the post. That's why players are put there. So with the 2 saves from Kahn, the 1 off the line, for all the retreating and defending, Bordeaux have had really good openings. Papin's cross. Friis-Hansen reaching it, helped on by Luca. Much more open feel to the final minutes of the first half. The game opened up by the goal. Witschge. It's Mateus who cut out the original ball. Witschge with a chance to pick a pass again. He's doing his utmost to influence the play for Bordeaux towards the Bayern goal. Tholot. Dutuel pulling away to the back post. Couldn't make contact with him. Felt he was being tugged a little bit. Great compliment to goalkeepers when they're not in the heart of the action all the time, but their reflexes and concentration is properly attuned when suddenly they are called upon to make important saves. And Oliver Kahn has done particularly well. The 21-year-old François Grenet. It's half-time. Big stadium, a slow start, a patient start for Bayern under the control of Franz Beckenbauer. But Thomas Helmer's goal from Mateus's corner has given them a half-time lead. Bordeaux, who could have scored just before that, and indeed on 2 occasions since they've gone behind, are clearly not in this final as a fluke. They've got plenty to offer as well. But at half-time in the Olympic Stadium, it is Bayern Munich 1, Bordeaux 0. The Olympic Stadium, the Bordeaux players, as you can see, are set ready to come out for the second half. Reflecting on the highs and lows of the first 45 minutes, certainly generally their battle plan has worked for Gernot Rohr. But obviously conceding a goal from a set play will have disturbed them, and also missing the opportunities that could have given the scoreline a more profitable look than the 1-0 deficit that the French club now face. Bayern for the first half an hour, rather typical of some of their previous home performances in this competition. They actually started with a defeat here against Lokomotiv Moscow back in the first round, 1-0. They won the away leg 5-0. They have scored 17 goals in their 5 away games, which is a bit of a warning for what Bordeaux might face in France. It's all about timing, and when the officials feel that they should get the second half underway, there are external pressures on them these days to fit in with television commercial breaks, etc., etc. The outcome over the 2 games might well depend on what happens in the second half here. If Bayern can really build a lead, they would go to Bordeaux, especially with that capacity to score in the away games, absolutely brimming with confidence. It's not a commodity that actually they're individually short on. It's just the upheaval here over the past few days has been caused by a team of all talents, as it seemed to be on paper, not striding away with the Bundesliga. Jürgen Klinsmann in particular made a point when he left England and Tottenham Hotspur at the end of last season. He said he wanted to win a championship medal in his own country, and Bayern Munich were the best bet. It might not happen. The other side of the coin for Bordeaux, if they can stick it out and maybe take the odd chance that will perhaps come their way, well, they would then make the journey home in good heart, in good spirits for what happens in 2 weeks' time. Music more suited to a British setting than a German one. Well, there's plenty of hope on the both sides. Where will the glory go to? We're underway in the second half after a rather protracted half-time. On from Luka. Papa. Klinsmann trying to take up a position first to the right, then further ahead of him. Lizarazu. No way free, and that's going to be a booking for Croci.
Will not rule him out of the second leg. The fate that befell Papa in the first half. Because he's got to walk the tightrope now. Not this time any further tackles. Away by Luka, headed forward by Papa. He's been hoping it would drop for him, it didn't quite. Helmer. In by Babel. Scholl has scored over a bit flat-footed then. Helmer. Ziege. His familiar beat down the left. Dogon heads away. Scholl. It's turned by Grenet to deal with it in that corner on the far side. Papa likes to shoot from anywhere, just lost his footing at the crucial moment. And really, he's got venomous power. For the most part, when he was a player here at Bayern Munich, Rohr was a squad man on the bench. A few games in the senior side. How strange it should be that he should come back today in charge of Bordeaux. Croci. Friis-Hansen, Croci again. Mateus had to come out because the defender had actually made a run unmarked. Dutuel. Possibility to get it to Bancarel on the sort of inside right channel. Putting some pressure on Dogon. Klinsmann. That's for Bordeaux and Dutuel. Tholot. Waits trying to prevent the cross. Or keeps it short. It's good play again by Bordeaux. They've done it too often. They recognise a little bit of extra room, a bit of surge of optimism. It looked threatening, but now they're concerned about shot. And Ziege just parted the hair of Klinsmann. Schwarzer. Austrian Andy Herzog. be needed in the second half. So it's a free kick to Bayern Munich. Mehmet Scholl will take it. Huard caught it confidently and just let it drop for a fraction of a second. Certainly Bordeaux will not want to be caught out in another set play, as they were on the goal by Thomas Helmer. After 34 minutes. Helmer fighting the dirt. Matthäus. Controlled neatly by Papa. Trying to slip it through to Babel. Croci let it run cleverly. Witschge. Well, at times when Bordeaux pass the ball and show the movement to trouble Bayern, you just can't believe they're down at 16th place in the French First Division. Witschge will take the corner. Klinsmann's header wasn't a decisive clearance. Witschge looking to whip it back in again. It might have just gone out for the corner. It's Helmer who tried to fasten onto it as it dropped. Richard Witschge finished last season on loan in England with Blackburn Rovers, the eventual champions, although he only appeared a couple of times. His corner, on off the line. It was Papa on the post. Dutuel curses his ill fortune. It's another corner, and Bayern by no means able to relax. Showing some of the fallibility, of course, that's given them problems in the league recently at home. Bancarel puts it back in, and it's an unchallenged catch, really, for Kahn. Seven minutes gone in the second half. And there were times in the opening half an hour when Bordeaux was content, really, in terms of ambition to make up the numbers, make sure that there was no slip, being back behind the ball. But since they've got a goal down, they've offered more. Bayern might feel that would lead to an opening or two. It wasn't there in that opening half an hour. Papa looking for Klinsmann again. Dutuel heads on. It's this time tackle from behind. It's a dangerous thing to attempt, really. Bancarel was the culprit. Matthäus not best amused. Well, Franz Beckenbauer is going to make a change, and it is Matthäus who's coming off to be replaced by number 15, Dieter Frey. One would assume that there's an injury involved there. So it's Scholl who takes the free kick. And it might well have been Matthäus, but for the substitution. Ziege. The testing ball. It's not going to be regarded as a back pass, despite the roars of some of the crowd. An attempt to clear by Dogon. Well, Matthäus didn't look over-surprised when the call came. Frey. Helmer. And by Lizarazu. Sforza and Helmer. Need to be strong in the centre of Bayern's midfield. Not successful that time. Bancarel looking for the willing Tholot. Who has really been isolated at times, but chases on with great vigour. Croci. Witschge. Feinting to shoot. And sipping Lizarazu in. It's a great chance. Oh, and it needed more power either way. A shot or a pass across the face of the goal. It came softly to the goalkeeper. Tholot was coming in at the far post. I think it was he that Lizarazu was looking for, but he just got underneath it, and the goalkeeper, his handling was excellent again, but it wasn't half as testing as it might have been. But lovely approach work from the French club again. Of course, Bordeaux, such a force in French football in the 80s when they won the league title 3 times, but then they fell upon hard times and were relegated in the early 90s. Papin doing some retrieving here, and maybe Klinsmann was taken by surprise. Lizarazu. And on from Witschge. Kreutzer. Babel. There's only been some shifting around the positions with Matthäus's departure. Sforza. That's good play. And very nearly a splendid goal at the end of it. To rhythmic accompaniment, the faithful chant their support of Ciro Sforza. The goalkeeper was well beaten. Klinsmann. Scholl trying to slide it in for Papin. Some stretching for Herzog. Sforza. Bordeaux on the back foot again. Babel. Try. Helmer. Thomas Helmer will reach this. Well, you saw his wit and his wisdom. And the television director here saw also a spot of reaction from Huard that had a nice shot for him. And certainly this is a setting that encourages those with an eye for pictures. Kreutzer getting to the ball, but wrapping a foot round Tholot. And the maestro, the Kaiser, still watching the match fixed with a steely gaze on Bayern's performance. And it's certainly not yet clear whether it's going to be such a dominant performance to make the second leg that much easier. Witschge. LA Bordeaux is the message from Gernot. trying to get going. The backdrop for plenty of encouragement. Lizarazu with a chance to cross. Scholl will clear. Klinsmann. Papa. The pass was a poor one behind Sforza. There was a real opportunity to counter-charge then. Helmer. Still 1-0. Just over half an hour to go of the first leg of the 1996 UEFA Cup final. Scholl. Oh, he's in. And he scored! A glorious piece of individualism from Mehmet Scholl. And it cut Bordeaux apart. And here come the fanfares again. Well, Mehmet Scholl is a rare talent. He's not always the most predictable of player, but he sensed the chance here, and the shot was unerring across the goalkeeper, just inside the post. And no wonder he takes his bow. It's 2-0 to Bayern Munich. Could turn out to be a substantial lead for Hans Beckenbauer to take to France in 2 weeks' time. It's certainly 2-0 is a healthy position, but on the back of everyone's minds, if it were to stay this way, would be the fact that AC Milan were 2-0 up in the quarter-final from their home leg, and Bordeaux sorted that out with some style. They need a goal, you feel, though, an away goal to improve their position. They look capable of getting it, even with a restricted amount of the ball. Bancarel, Dutuel. Tholot chasing again. Ziege just played it. François Grenet with the throw. Helmer heads it away, not very far, and the second header wasn't very conclusive either. Foot raised by Croci, dangerous play. Well, Bayern Munich, 3 times winner of the Champions Cup in the mid-70s. They collected the Cup Winners' Cup way back in 1967, trying to complete the set in European club competition. It's certainly been quite a heavy bruise to the Bordeaux ambition, this second goal. Here's the scorer of it. And another angle on how he did it. Mehmet Scholl. Ziege. Bancarel. That's broken up well by Friis-Hansen. And now Bancarel, Tholot in the centre, and he's gone down. Bancarel goes for goal, beaten away by Kahn. Might have been contentious what was happening in the centre off the ball. If Bancarel hadn't not been distracted by that and continued to go on with the referee's support. But Oliver Kahn was there when Bayern needed him again. he's made 3 very timely saves. Croci. Try. Croci once more. Pavel really controlled the ball very well, but Papin can now steer it wide to Sforza. And it was really fizzed across the face then. Well, the now commonplace wave is a response to Bayern going 2-0 to the good. Klinsmann, there might be more to come, you feel. Bordeaux really being stretched. Headed on by Bancarel, Tholot. A hustler mistake out of Croci. After a slow start, it's turned out to be a very stimulating first leg here in Munich. Particularly if you're a follower of Bayern Munich. Sforza, Klinsmann. Witschge trying to bring some much-needed calm to midfield. Tholot setting off from Dutuel's pass. Helmer slipped through the gears easily then to find the pace that was necessary. Hoping that was dropped beyond Lizarazu. Very nearly did. Luca. Across to Grenet. Tried to see how well Scholl can defend, and he ran off him well, but didn't use the ball to his advantage in Klinsmann. With Harman going outside, Papin saw that, tried to find him. It's a good ball by Lizarazu to Witschge. That's Richard Witschge. Lizarazu, oh, Tholot was offside. Got to be careful, Bayern. Crowd hit a celebratory note. But 2-1 wouldn't be a particularly fulfilling night's work. How close was this? Well, that might just have caught us all by surprise, including the linesman. Certainly Tholot is not offside as the ball was played. One of those situations where the players are moving in extreme opposite situations very quickly, and there are easy ones to miss, not to get right. Down goes Scholl, clutching knee, shin, ankle. Not troubling the referee, who believes that that was designed to try and influence him and he wasn't going to be deceived. Grenet's pass. Dutuel couldn't get there. Back come Bayern. With Helmer. He was being tugged. Papin's coming off. Marcel Didier. who scored in both legs of the semi-final. Asked to provide some fresh impetus up front, moving on at the free kick, which was taken by Scholl. Just over 20 minutes to go. Bayern Munich 2, Bordeaux 0. The scorers Helmer and Scholl. Handball by Harman, who says it was the top of the chest. Not a serious dispute. Up to Klinsmann. Well read by Ziege. Coming in like a real thoroughbred. Might have been more in that for Bayern Munich, but eventually materialised. Sforza. Babel. Simply reaching the final, Bordeaux have surpassed all expectations. It's a tremendous compliment to this group of players, but having got here, they really want the silverware that goes with winning it. Klinsmann, put up high, certainly an attempt to volley the ball, but it is an area of the game, as we often point out, that European officials are pretty strict on in the big matches. I'd expect to see plenty of those sort of decisions in European Championships in England in the month of June. Lizarazu has made some good gallops down the left. Picked off, though, by Helmer, who's not just settling for defending it, trying to instigate something here. Moving on ahead of the ball himself. Klinsmann, who did so much to get Bayern through the earlier rounds. His 14 goals all came before the semi-final. Third goal for Bayern here, and you really would see again, I think, the man with the Midas touch, Franz Beckenbauer, who was so used to winning. Sforza. Did look offside. Witschge. He tried a lot himself then. He's complaining about lack of support, but I don't think the supporting players were sure when the ball was going to be released. Babel. Ziege. Helmer will give it a go with Witschge. Out by Friis-Hansen. Friis-Hansen with the header, and a bit of weariness there from Bancarel. Understandably so. Even for seasoned professional players, a European final takes its toll mentally. The build up to it, so much talk about it since the semi-finals were sorted out satisfactorily by both camps. Babel. This is Witschge. Klinsmann just off the pace again. They haven't really carved out a clear chance for him tonight. There's just over 15 minutes left for that to happen, or for someone else to put Bayern even more firmly in the driving seat. Defensive discipline again is going to be needed as well, with Bordeaux having revealed in the time we've had to this point that they are not totally toothless in attack. Now, Huard and Zidane, maybe they just were a bit unlucky to walk into this stadium on the day Franz Beckenbauer came back to the Bayern Munich bench. Witschge. Here's Sforza. We're inside the final 15 minutes. The screening on the ball from Scholl gave Luca the problem. He was given Bayern the free kick. Could this be the route to number 3? Scholl takes it. Rohr really flattened it. Klinsmann to keep it in play. So could easily have been number 3. Goalkeeper very tentative. It's a miskick by Friis. Witschge. In the first half he was able to impose himself more. That's a booking for him. Born of his own frustration. Being caught in possession. Helmer. Ziga. That's just too high for Klinsmann. Has kept it going this time. This is Dogon, the central defender. Really what he was trying to do, but Bordeaux kept the ball. With Lizarazu. He's got such energy. He's a tremendous athlete, and he's got the technique to go with it, but on that occasion, Bordeaux didn't profit from the run. And we were hoping for maybe a free kick, maybe a corner. One and half a dozen of the other in the mind of the referee. Klinsmann. Couldn't race to get. Free to check this time. Luca for Friis-Hansen. Well, Bayern playing like a side that probably feel they could get another goal, but the real hardened professionals amongst them will know that 2-0 is a pretty good return from the home leg. And why risk going for 3 when it might end up being 2-1? But here's Scholl, who's certainly got his mind on making a goal for Klinsmann. And that one sails too high for him. Forwards do find they get into runs where everything is right. The goals come so easily. He never think that you're ever going to go into a game and not score, and then there are times where you wonder where the next goal's coming from, and Bordeaux might get one yet. Bancarel came right round the back. And now that is the worry. In going for number 3, that one might go in at the other end. But neither Tholot nor Bancarel could put it into the Bayern net. But Bordeaux have a corner. Richard Witschge to take it. The goalkeeper cries of Ollie from his teammates. It's a good throw too. Witschge, fleet of foot, the scuttling style that he's got. Scholl. Helmer. Scholl! Well, it was a very fine save from Huard. When it left Mehmet Scholl's foot, we thought there's number 3. Goalkeeper was already on the move, and it came pretty much straight at him, but he had to hang on. Sforza. Helmer. Klinsmann. He's got a free kick this time. Player who, of course, in the past has been criticised by opponents for influencing referees. A little bit of joking between Uli Hoeneß and Franz Beckenbauer. Logan Matthäus acting as assistant coach. And Bayern have a free kick in a position where Matthäus would love to be on the pitch to be able to take it. Bordeaux will be. Need to leave any room here. The ball bypassed the wall from Scholl. It went straight at the goalkeeper. Time for Christian Ziga. Topped by Luca. That's a free kick to Bordeaux. Against Ziga. It might be worth gambling with 1 or 2 extra in there at this stage. What a bonus away goal would be in these circumstances. Well, could have happened from Dogon. His header was deflected. It is a corner, although the Bayern players didn't see it that way. And there's the referee right. Was a contact, it was the briefest of ones. Corner given. And in the end, maybe the referee realised he made a mistake. He was very quick to respond. The ball possibly veered out and back in again. So no harm done to Oliver Kahn. Been a night when Bayern, for their lead, have needed their goalkeeper. 2-0 advantage. Kahn has come up trumps on a couple of occasions. 6 minutes to go. Witschge. And certainly back Bayern for the second leg in this position, but if Bordeaux could grab a goal in these closing minutes, those odds would change. Witschge. and collectively starting to look more like a side wanting to put the brakes on and put the blocks on the opposition. Still a scope for an individual surge or two, I'm sure, from Scholl. Croci. Witschge and Lizarazu, they work this left-hand side very well indeed. They're trying to switch it, and tiredness creeping in, and understandably so. Tholot has really worn out the grass with his running. Friis. Sforza, goalkeeper, first contact with one hand. There was risk of a fumble then, but he really manipulated the ball very cleverly. Helmer. Kreutzer. Scholl's pass, Klinsmann. Witschge. And Dogon had to make the interception then. Klinsmann in where he does his business, but the ball didn't arrive with him. Witschge was certainly spotting him and trying to supply him. Lizarazu puffs out the cheeks. It's been that sort of night for Bordeaux. Scholl with the corner. It's a touch on by Babel. Danger not over for Bordeaux yet. Back in by Friis. Klinsmann! Goalkeeper was down by the post. And his 15th UEFA Cup goal almost materialised. Good leap. Just off target. 3 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Tholot. Let's be kind and say that was a forward tackle. Not known for good technique in that particular part of the game, and the referee benevolent to Didier Tholot. Helmer. Bayern have been much more circumspect in the last 15 minutes. Protecting what they've worked hard to achieve. Bordeaux have made them work very diligently, particularly in that first 30-odd minutes when the frustration was beginning to become a factor in the crowd, if not on the pitch. Babel. That's great play from him. Witschge. Oh, and it came back to Klinsmann. Quickly, it must be said, but for a player of his ability, it was a real opportunity. Babel did brilliantly. Witschge came back onto his right foot. Goalkeeper pushed it up onto the bar. Goal was gaping for Klinsmann, and he couldn't find it. Now I wonder, when we reckon it all up in 2 weeks' time in France, whether we'll look back on that miss. Bordeaux still within range, but the third goal, and Bayern Munich could have been out of sight. A little bit of time being used up here. The substitution with Tholot coming off. So Tholot departs for Cédric Anselin. He deserves a drink. Indefatigable effort, but of course he'll regret the opening that he had just a few seconds before Helmer gave Bayern the lead. It could be bringing you a very different story if that chance had been taken. As we go into stoppage time, the favourites in this final will feel that they've had a pretty good evening's work here. The final whistle, it's a free kick to Bordeaux, who are in a hurry to take it, thinking that maybe a long ball into the Bayern box and something dramatic might happen. Well, that's what's in Witschge's mind, or Lizarazu. Witschge goes on. It's the final whistle, and Franz Beckenbauer, back as the interim coach here, goes off with a little shake of the head and maybe just a little bit of a smile playing around the lips as well. It's 2-0 in his side's favour. Thomas Helmer, 11 minutes before half-time, heading in Lothar Matthäus's corner. The second goal on the hour, expertly taken by Mehmet Scholl. Bordeaux hope to defend and restrict Bayern. They've done that to some extent, but given Bayern's excellent away record in the earlier rounds, they will feel pretty confident. But Bordeaux, as I've stressed on a couple of occasions, went back from Milan 2-0 down and won the day. Can they go back from Munich and repeat the feat? It is 2-0 at the end of the first leg of the 1996 UEFA Cup final, as we take our leave of you from the Olympic Stadium.